Who's freestyling?
Not me.
I don't know if I've ever freestyled. It's a gang thing. You already know what it is. Is it actually money? What's going down, everybody? Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G Audio Podcast, episode 191.
191.
Thanks for fucking having us in your house or the palm of your hand or wherever.
Square of your eyesight.
Something threw me out. Oh, I was gonna ask you, Jonesy.
What were you gonna ask?
At the beginning there in the intro, is there a part in there where it's my voice? Saying
it is your
4G
voice.
Audio?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is you. Yeah.
Because fuck, man, it actually fucking for the longest time I never really noticed it, but then one day it hit and I was like, oh, it almost sounds like me saying 4G Audio Podcast, but chopped up and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. Yeah.
I think it's just I just use as some kind of effect, like vocal effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
On you
Well,
saying
because
that.
there's this other thing too, man. It's it's like a real audio, for reels or whatever, and it's I think what they do is they'll put they put a caption or whatever on it, and it's show a picture of your car or whatever. This one's show a memory that you don't want to forget. Here, actually, I'm just gonna pull it up. I have one.
Yeah.
But whenever you listen to it, man, there's actually in it, I'm like, man, it almost sounds like my fucking voice, me laughing or something. And I'm like, no way, man. I have one on my fucking profile. I'll just pull it up.
Liam says the cut looks good.
Thanks, man.
All the
Fucking
way
right.
from New Brunswick.
Shout out to Liam, obviously,
And
but-
James Collins.
and James Collins. Big shout out to James Collins. But I just was gonna say shout out to Christy at Home Sweet Hair Design.
She did the
Hell
beard
yeah.
too.
And Tori, yeah, she did my beard too. And Tori, her next client, because they're very sweet to me. And thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
In Renfrew?
Oh yeah, man.
Hell
No, it was just funny. She's like, I don't know, whatever. She's talking about how her aunt used to think I was so hot and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And then I pulled up the picture. It's on my Instagram. It's me with dreadlocks.
Okay.
And I pulled up the picture and we were looking at it and stuff. And then her friend came in and was like, oh, hey. And we showed her the picture and whatever. And then her friend was like, oh, yeah. Anyways.
She was
And
down.
And then my hairdresser texted me later and she's like, yeah, that's Tori. She wants me to book her after you every time. I was like, sweet, cool, yeah. She's like, she's married. I'm like, oh,
Oh, shit.
this is it. No, right at the start, I think it is. You'd almost have to hear it,
Yeah, I guess I'm not hearing what
But
you're
it's
hearing.
right in the start. It's almost like me, kind of laughing and talking. He's
I kind of hear it in the background for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
there. It's like. But yeah, anyways, no. But I thought of that whenever I heard that and figured it out. I was like, oh, it kind of reminds me of this other
Reminds you of
thing when
that,
there's
yeah.
this sound.
I hear what you're saying for sure.
But I remember somebody used to say I laugh there's a certain laugh that I have that sounds like Jay-Z laughing.
Like his
I don't know if
laugh,
I've
yeah.
ever heard Jay-Z laugh.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say, I don't know. Yeah.
If I ever have, it was in an album for sure, though.
Just
Let's find a Jay-Z laugh.
Yeah, I was going to say we should get a Jay-Z
Yo, you
laugh
ever
with
hear Kawhi Leonard's laugh?
Yes, for sure. I'm a fun guy. Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
Let her rip potato chip.
Here it is. No, where is it? Sorry, we're gonna check it out.
Let's get it. Got both these guys on it.
Jay-Z has one of the best laughs, this is.
Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like SpongeBob.
Jonesy wants anything? No, thanks. Thank
Fuck.
And then they show fucking SpongeBob laughing any motherfucking way. It's enough about laughing.
The internet is
Who was the other one I
undefeated.
said laughing? Oh, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi,
Yeah. He's funny. He's like, he just, it seems so fake.
Fake,
Or
yeah.
something. Like he's just,
Like not genuine. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like not like it was forced. Or just not much emotion behind it. I guess,
yeah.
but
I can't even see you.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyways, man. Fuck. That's hilarious. So we
Yeah,
were talking
just
about some dabs and stuff for the show, and I was just going to say, what was your first dab experience?
Ooh, let me think. My first dab.
Mine was probably on the show.
For real?
Oh, yeah?
Actually, no, that's a lie. It was definitely you that gave it to me.
Might have
Definitely.
been. Well, probably like
guaranteed.
recording before the show or something when we were just chilling.
Yeah, I remember actually there was, I don't know for what event, but we were at a B&B or a hotel.
Oh yeah,
and then
Crazy
probably in the
Bus.
bathroom. Maybe that was it.
Crazy Bus. I think so.
Yeah.
My first time would have been in Kingston. So it was probably Adam that presented it to me.
This is the plug. Was there any? Did it go bad?
No, I think it was pretty good the first time.
Yeah, I don't remember my first one. Like, I think I recall like the time and everything and where I was and who gave it to me.
Yeah.
It was Intergalactic Gardener,
Okay.
and we were at Tillman Greenhorns, and but I don't remember like I remember
You're,
like them showing me the shatter, and like I know that I'm sure I did a dab that night,
Yeah.
but like I don't like
The
recall
effect
anything
from it,
from
or
it.
like, yeah.
But I've definitely had some times where like I had some struggles, like
Yeah.
well, at Intergalactic Gardener's house, you'd have like the one room had like the AC on it and shit for like to
keeping it
keep
cool
and stuff.
for getting the hot
And like
sweat.
we would be like in the
Body
other room,
sweat,
like in
sorry.
the bedroom, like chilling and like smoking dabs. But we'd do like huge like snakes and shit.
Yeah, right.
We'd sit there and we'd cough. And also too, back in the day, man, we didn't know anything about like temperature stuff. Like no
Right,
one
so
really
you'd run it
did in the
hot.
beginning. So like yeah, you just get it red hot and you wait a
Yeah.
little bit to cool it down, then you just throw it in. And oh man, when it's hot like
Smoke's
that, you
piping hot.
you like cough so much.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember times where like I would think like I'm never gonna stop coughing.
Yeah.
And like so I remember one time we're there, I did a huge dab. We used to do this thing called trial by combat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like so if someone had like some shatter or like made some shatter or something, they'd be like, all right guys, like here, let's trial by combat. So it was like so if I had it, like I would do like a 0.2 dab or just like a big dab, and then you would do one, and then like I would do the same thing, and then he would do one.
Right.
And like so if there's like 4 people sitting in the room or 5 people sitting in the room, like I'm gonna sit down and end up doing 5 dabs or whatever, right?
Right.
But anyway, so we're sitting there and I'm fucking coughing and dying and whatever, and like I just man, like you're coughing and the smoke's expanding in your lungs and you're blowing out more smoke after you've like breathed out 10 times.
Yeah.
And then like when every time you're like you start
You can
coughing
feel
again,
it
so it's like
more,
you
yeah.
can't breathe, you can't like oh what the fuck.
Yeah.
And so like and then you're just sweating
And breathing
and
like.
so I'm just like, oh man, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I'm like, I gotta go in the other room. So I go in the other room with the AC, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like coughing and dying and shit. And I was like, oh man, like it's never gonna end. Like, oh man. And I was like, I'm gonna puke. Oh shit, I'm gonna puke. But I'm like in this room where there's like nowhere that you should be puking.
Yeah.
And then I see this garbage can thing, and I grab it, and now I'm like, because I'm like dying, right? So I'm like, I got it on the ground like this beside me, and I'm like leaning on it, and I'm like this, and I'm just like, oh man, at any moment, like I'm just gonna puke all over this bucket, you know? I'm like, oh man, and like probably a couple minutes went by where I'm just sweating and like thinking about like trying not to puke and stuff,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's just something clicks in my head, and I'm just like this, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? And I put the bucket away. I'm like, man, I don't have to puke. I'm like, actually, I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Actually, I'm a little cold. I need to go in there, you know? Like, shit. I, like, laughed, and I came back, like, how's that? I'm like, I don't even know what I was doing in there, man. Like, shit. I'm like, I feel fine, man.
I've definitely gotten to that point a couple times with the
Yeah,
getting
for
way too
sure.
stoned.
I feel like my first time went well, because then I allowed myself to, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'll take that without even like looking, questioning, you know what I mean? Just like a regular bowl. I thought it was going to be just picking up flour, and then I made this whole episode my buddy's place picking up some green. Just body sweats. I was just dying, exactly how he described it.
Yeah.
Like just in the chair dying.
I mean, it's kind of weird how like I mean, there's one thing or a point to like smoking a joint, you know what I mean? It's relaxing, you can sit and chill and like take your time or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man, just
Hit of a bong or like a dab.
even bongs, man. I don't like bongs because it's kind of the same thing where it's just one big hit all at
I've
once.
been bong
and, like,
free for about 1.5 years now, and I love it, man. Love it.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. Dabs just
Past joints, not judgment.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
it's good advice.
Yeah, I love that.
But I know what you mean, because even with the bongs too, I find the bongs you still like coughing and shit, and it's kind of like a ooh.
It like takes the
Yeah,
fun
it's
out
a
of
hard
it.
hit.
It's like
But the thing
Yeah,
is
for
like now
sure.
with dabs, like my brother's always like, I'm like, oh, you want a dab? He's like, no, I don't want to cough for the next hour of my life. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. And I'm like, no, like now we got to figure it out. You know, he's like, I hear you coughing all the time. I'm like, yeah, I guess, but it's because I'll do a big one, right?
Yeah.
So if you put like, but like how I'm talking about the temperature thing too, if you like put it in the rig, put the dab into the banger, and then put your carb cap on, whereas before you would like heat it up, then you let it.
But see, this is what I mean. You don't want fucking smoking weed to be a fucking science experiment. Like,
No, I know,
Well,
but
you just-
at the same time, it's pretty cool to make it a
But
science
I mean, it is, but it's like a
but
whole
no,
like.
but before you would heat
It's
it
a
up,
thing,
you would wait a
right?
minute.
It's like I don't want
You
to.
heat it up, you wait a minute, and then you fucking hit it, right? Depending on the type of fucking quartz or whatever, or how thin and thick it is, it'll be different. So then you
Right.
just go off that. But so we used to do that. But now, like, you put it in, you almost smoke it the same as you smoke a bong. You put it in, you put the carb cap on, and then you, like, slowly heat the thing. And then once it's, like, melted, you hit it so that it's just the right temperature to be smoking. So then you don't
Right.
get all this, like, coffee fucking shit, whatever. But at the same time, I know what you mean.
It'll still fuck you
but-
up though.
Oh, and that's why, right? Like, cause it's just like, man, when you smoke hash rosin, man, like I still taste the dab of hash rosin I did yesterday. You know?
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
lying, obviously, but it's
Rosin's
like
very,
for like,
like,
you know, you smoke it, like there's those certain strains you smoke a joint and afterwards, like, it's like 20 minutes later, you're like, man, I still taste that
Taste
one
that,
now.
yeah.
It's like that, but man, it's like so concentrated fucking flavor, and then on top of it, like especially with the hash rosin, like. Even like if I do like big dabs of shatter and stuff, I feel like I don't really get the sweats anymore. When
Yeah.
you do the hash rosin, and it's like you still get the sweats, you get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
crazy flavor and stuff. So I'm just saying like that's why people would want to do that or whatever. But at the same time, I also understand like I don't want a fucking science project. Like I
Yeah.
just want to roll
Yeah,
and
you
smoke
need like a
joint.
rig, you need a torch.
Yeah,
you gotta
like,
have,
but even
like,
too, you
It's
gotta
like
have
to
papers
be-
and all that shit, and
Yeah.
it's
But
like
I
a
mean, come on,
production
though, like-
process. But at the same, well, and at the same time, it's less work for like a longer lasting thing.
Yeah.
And then where the other thing's more work just for like, and then you're like silly, you know.
Yeah.
But whereas the joint, you're relaxing, you're smoking, and you're doing this.
The whole
It's,
thing.
That's
it is
for
the
me
process
anyways.
that
I
you
mean,
want.
to each their
like-
own, right?
No,
Like,
for
if
sure.
Doing dabs is your thing, then
I
fucking
feel like
fill your
well,
boots.
Not that like obviously like older people are into it, but it's just I feel like it just I don't know. It really became like just a thing to do. People with no time, stoners with no time. You know what I mean? They
Like dabs you're talking
like-
about?
well, like how
Like-
dabbing came along,
Yeah,
right?
'cause it
like
did
we'd be
sort of-
there smoking our joints as a group of friends, but then like gravity bongs came along every once in a while because we're bored and we're like, oh, let's try this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
As
But
like
see, but, like-
smokers and like do all these different
Well, like
things.
shatter already was like people were making like even whenever I was young, man. people
Yeah.
were making, but it wasn't shatter. It was called honey oil.
Honey oil.
And
yeah,
so
it was
the
all about
thing
the
is
oil
what
back
they were
then,
doing
yeah.
was so there was hash oil and honey oil, right?
Right.
So hash oil, you use the alcohol, you get the shit out, and then you cook the alcohol off, and you get the black oil or the
The
brown
black,
oil.
yeah, like
But like
Cover the
honey oil
paper
was
in it.
like yellow or like blonde, like
Okay.
clear, like and what people were doing was they would take a pop bottle and they'd put little holes in the bottom, and then they put a hole in the cap for the butane and fill it up with weed, and they blast it through, right?
right.
And so then they would take that and they would like my one buddy said his buddy would put it in a glass like Pyrex thing
Yeah.
and put it in the oven on low temperature, and then it would just always be in there like cooking off, right?
Right.
And so people were making it. One of my buddies used to make it sometimes, right? It's funny, I never ever smoked it in that like back
Time.
then. Like,
Yeah.
which I'm glad, because the honey oil is basically what you have before you make the shatter.
Okay.
Right.
So
right.
They've
when
like
you go
refined it a bit more now.
Well, yeah. So now they learned to put it in the vac chamber and stuff, right? Because if you put stuff in the vac chamber, it lowers the boiling temperature.
Right.
So, whereas like the boiling temperature of the product is so high that you're gonna burn away the active ingredients and the terpenes and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you bring that boiling temperature down, because all it does is bring that boiling temperature down, right? So then you can put it at a lower temperature and cook off that butane.
Right.
But before that, people were just getting it to that point and then not doing anything with it.
Right.
So they'd cook it up and they'd be go, oh yeah, it's not as liquidy anymore. It's not bubbling anymore. But really, there was like so much butane still left in it.
That's
Yeah,
it. It took
right.
some fucking science
Bored
weed.
stoner.
Yeah. Well, and also,
What can
like,
I do with this?
my buddy always says too, he's like, man, you gotta understand, like, these people too, like, they're like maybe like growers or like fucking like investors or like whatever, right? Where they're like, okay, we grew all this fucking weed, we only were able to sell this stuff, and like we already have another crop coming, and this stuff's here, and like it's getting old, and like whatever. Well, what can we do with it? Like, people ended up like throwing weed away and shit, right?
Yeah, right. Where you could just
or
like,
just
make
like turn and make a
stuff.
hash and shit and whatever. But then now they're like, well, hey, and like that's how they were able to like discover how to do this shit, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, fuck it, let's make it into this. Well, while we're making it into this, let's try this. Let's put it in a jar and try and make diamonds.
Yeah.
Like, let's do all these different things.
Trial and
So a
error.
lot of it, like my buddy always says, he's like, man, he's like, these people are like, they're like rich and have all this
Yeah.
like weed and shit, right? So they're like, they can just fucking blast it, you know?
Yeah,
Like, because I used to always be like, man, we just put 2 ounces of weed in that tube, and then like we still have a chance. Like, do you want to take it out and
Yeah,
smoke it as weed?
yeah,
And they're like,
yeah.
nah, psh, you blast
Yeah.
the butane through. It's like, no. But then in the end, you get the thing out of it, right?
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, you got to think, like, these people don't care. They're not, it's not that they spent their last little bit of money on a bag of weed and they're fucking blasting it. Like, they have pounds of weed sitting around.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
just
Yeah, like you
fucking,
said, it's like a
do
process,
something with
right?
it.
Like, and now it's like at one point we just stopped at that point of the process. Like, okay, we grew the weed, let's dry it out and smoke it.
yeah.
And now we're like, okay, well, like, maybe if we do this
There's
to
so
it a
many
little bit,
different
like,
ways,
Yeah.
So now we've just gone
Let's
like
take that thing you used to make and
Yeah.
let's go further with it. I know a scientist that says this thing.
like we're just breaking it down to its molecular
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah,
It's
really
like
though.
injecting it into our veins.
Well, that's just the history of weed too, right? Because like think about how weed was even found. Other weeds would have had to have been smoked
Man, I'm saying that's
to find the weed
Oh, for
itself,
sure.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
man, you ever heard of mullein? It's like kind of looks like a cattail almost, but it's like kind of like buddy on it. Like it's got like a thing on the
You
top.
see it
It's
growing
kinda
like beside
buddy.
highways and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and then
yeah.
like the leaves are kind of like fuzzy, like they're like really really soft. It's like
Okay.
it almost looks like a mix between corn and a fucking cattail.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
usually cattail's like just straight up and then a cattail.
Has
Right.
yeah.
This is like same thing, but the cattail is kind of buddy, and then there's like the way I say it's like corn is that there's like these big leaves all the way up the plant.
right. Yeah.
And I saw it like my buddy was having a fire, and it's like it was right by his fire pit, and so he was talking about it, and I forget what he told us. He said like natives use it for something, right? Like healing stuff or whatever.
yeah. Right.
But then I was at James's, and he was saying that it's good for like your respiratory shit.
oh yeah.
But apparently they like smoke it.
Right. Right.
They smoke it for their respiratory shit.
It seems counterintuitive.
No, for sure, yeah. But either way, like regardless, like just like you're saying, like people were smoking other shit as well.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like have you ever seen? I think it's on The Simpsons, but I don't know if it's true because it's on The Simpsons.
Yeah. Right.
And at the same time,
Well,
The
I don't
Simpsons
know,
knows
yeah.
all.
well, yeah, and even the way that it was presented was almost like here's a silly video, you know.
Right.
But it was they were talking about how they discovered chocolate,
oh yeah.
and they were saying that like the natives used to smoke chocolate
Okay.
or whatever, but then but they didn't like make the chocolate. They were smoking like the cocoa plant.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever,
cocoa.
like-
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But
Which totally could have been a thing, though. You know what
Yeah,
I
it
mean?
could have been,
Like,
yeah. And then I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm not saying this to be fact, but it's just
Yeah.
same thing, right? Like fuck, who knows? Maybe they were smoking cocoa plants or like
yeah,
whatever.
you never know. Like some things
And-
would have like maybe like mildly worked, you know what I mean? Or it was like a placebo. Oh, I'm like smoking something. But then you got to think like, what even made anyone back then think to even smoke something?
Well, and I always
You know
thought
what I
that too. Like, what made you think like this? You know, like say like you see like a plant with berries on
Shit
it. Right?
usually
Like,
happens by accident, right? Like they're trying to do one thing and then accidentally discover.
Right.
yeah, we got to
something
get
else
these
and all-
weeds out of our garden, and they're like burning them.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
all of a
man,
sudden
I feel
they're-
weird.
Probably
man.
came like that, right?
Totally, yeah.
There's no way they were rolling it, so it was probably
Yeah.
from burning something and.
Or
feeling
even
it.
like fucking man, like say like they saw like animals eating it and they're acting weird or something. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, let's try that too, or like whatever.
Well, like that
Just
might be
seems-
how wine came around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're like
well,
eating
man.
all their rotten fruit, and they're like, oh, they're
Well,
acting weird.
Totally, like but this is like this isn't about humans exactly. Yeah, this isn't about humans exactly. But there's, I saw this thing about these monkeys in like wherever. They're probably in other places as well, but this specific show was about these monkeys in this specific place. But it was like and it was like, you know, like fucking National Geographic or like one of those like HBO
Reputable
or like yeah,
thing.
yeah. and so these fucking monkeys, so they were showing videos of like at the resort and stuff, right? So there's like people chilling out the beach and they have like a couple of drinks on their picnic table and they're like, you know, over there playing football or some shit. And then they show like the monkeys over there and they have like their cups and they tip the cups over and they're like, and drink the drinks and shit, right? And then like, man, this is actually pretty cool. It would show like picture like just panning around at like a big crazy party or like at like a bar or something, you know, like outside or something. There'd be like, you know, like little groups of people, you know, and then there's like the one dude that's like fucking stumbling around. There's the two guys trying to fight, you know, and like there's the one dude that's like fucking laughing so hard he fell over and shit and whatever. They'd pan around and there's all these monkeys exactly like that. Like there's one laying on the ground like laughing, like feet up in the air, giggling. There's these two monkeys fighting. There's fucking like the groups of them standing around talking and shit. But they were saying like, yeah, they would drink these drinks and get hammered and shit, right? And then so they were like, they posed the question of like, how do you think they like learned to do that, right?
Yeah, right.
So I guess like they were eating the berries that fell off the trees and stuff, or fruit that fell off the trees, and it would have been like rotten or fermented or whatever, and it would give them some type of effect, right? So then now like fast forward, they're like sneak onto a resort and they're like, oh, what's this? Oh, and they drink this thing. They're like, hey, not only does it taste kind of like that, but it gives me the same effect. And they're like, hey, instead of going to the fucking fruit trees, like we just get it right here, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, that's crazy. So, but I only say that because maybe that is how it works with humans, you know? Like, fucking, because really all booze is like basically fermented fucking shit. Like,
that's what it started as. Like when you go back to, you know, 1500s, like the Dark Ages, it was all.
What is the Dark Ages? 1500s?
Medieval.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 1500s, whatever. And
I always thought medieval was medieval. Like medieval, M-I-D evil.
Yeah,
but it's medieval. First time I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry, man.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
It's medieval.
Yeah.
Evil? Yeah, like M-E-D-I.
Right?
M-E-D-I evil. I thought that's how you said it.
Medieval.
Might have sounded like that, but anyway.
You just say it fast. Sorry.
Yeah, right, yeah. I probably talk pretty quick, but yeah. So medieval.
Well, no, but anyone. I just mean anyone. Like in general, people say it fast, so it's just like medieval.
So it sounds like
Yeah, I totally took you off that. You were talking about 1500s.
That's all they drank
in the Dark Age.
Was like wine or mead.
Mead, yeah.
But mead pretty much is wine. Like if you've ever had, well,
it's kind of like a beer.
Grapes,
it's kind of like a beer wine.
Yeah.
Because there was one that my buddy used to get sometimes, and it came in like a fucking jug and shit.
Yeah.
But it was honey mead or something.
Okay.
But it was like a malt.
A malt.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't know exactly what malt is, but I feel like it came from beer in a way as a liquor.
Like a very, I believe it's like a very crude, like beer.
Yeah, right.
Let's look it up because like malt, like you can have like what do you call it? Like the 40s of OE and shit.
Yeah.
It's like malt liquor, right?
And then there's like alcoholic, you know, beverages like this, that's like malt liquor.
Yeah, true. Mass market beer. It says malt liquor is a type of mass market beer with high alcohol content, most closely associated with North America.
Wait, what? So that's the definition of malt beer?
Yeah.
Malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
Oh, malt liquor.
Yeah, but different
Malt
thing.
liquor is a type of mass market beer with high alcohol content, most closely associated with North America. Legally, it often includes an alcoholic beverage with 5% or more alcohol by volume, made with malted barley.
Barley. Yeah.
In common usage, it refers to beers containing high alcohol content, generally above 6%, which are made with ingredients and process resembling those of American-style lagers.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's like a crude fucking beer. Like
Yeah.
it's like,
And it makes sense because when you drink a malt liquor, you can
So
feel
what's the difference
it in
between,
your stomach like a beer.
So like there's malt liquor. But I just looked up malt beer just to see like
Right.
what did it say?
yeah, it's a sweet low alcohol beer brewed like regular beer but with low or minimal fermentation.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Fermentation though.
But see,
so
like
that's
the-
not alcohol content.
I'm
per
pretty sure the
se.
longer it sits. Oh no,
Well, yeah,
it
it
might be
is.
the
That's
opposite.
exactly how alcohol content is.
The longer it sits.
Yeah,
Or
like
whatever,
that's
yeah.
why it's like the 100-year-old
Right,
wine and
it's
like,
like-
it's whiskey scotch that's
Okay.
like
I didn't
sat
know
for like 50 years in a
Yeah,
barrel.
okay.
You know what
I
I
knew
mean?
it would make it stronger, but I thought it was like more taste and that. But I didn't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like
I don't know,
didn't
because
realize it
but I
was
always
like
thought
that.
that it went down.
Makes
but at the
sense.
same time, though, like whenever we were saying that, I'm like, actually, wait, because I know that I've drank in some scotches that were like older and stuff, but they would be whatever we were talking about. Oh, they'd be like 52% or something,
right. Yeah,
right?
strong.
And
But I think that's like because that's how long. Like, I think the older scotches or like the older drinks are. I don't know. Like after
Scotch
they've
is one that's like not a lot sit, but Scotch. Yeah.
right. But I think it's so that's after the drink has already been made, right? And it's like sits
Yeah.
in a barrel. Maybe like so like the fermentation process is like whatever it is that
that's it. Yeah,
you know like the whatever
Well, 'cause
grape
the other thing
or
is
Right.
malt liquor, I believe, is a
yeast or
faster
whatever.
process than I was gonna say than weed,
Yeah.
than beer, I believe.
Right.
And that's why it's because it's like so there's more alcohol in it because it's
Just
like
processed quick.
made faster
yeah.
or whatever. So that might be the thing, is like he's saying the malt process or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because it would be, like I said, I'm pretty sure, like I always, from what I understood, was that malt liquor or whatever was like a 40 of OE
Yeah.
was the same as beer, but it was just like a shittier process.
Yeah.
Like
right.
the same as what I was saying with the shatter and shit.
Yeah.
It's like honey oil
Yeah.
is like what we would collect to put in the oven and make shatter.
Right. Yeah.
But they were smoking
But
it
they-
before. So it's
yeah.
like, you know, it's like we could OE's like the fuck. Oh, here. You can only achieve 18% from fermentation alone. To increase the percentage, you must use a still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because yeah. Oh, so then
Yeah.
that would just mean that they. So then with the Scotch situation, they would have just distilled it again.
And again.
And
Yeah.
because and the same like
Triple.
same process to get distillate from the weed and shit.
Right.
So like you would take what where I was saying what we would collect to put in the oven
yeah.
is what people were smoking back in the day.
Right.
Well, that same stuff, you take that and
And
you
run
put
it
it through this
again.
fucking
Another, like,
distillation thing,
Filled- yeah.
and what it does is it fucking comes back and you get a Delta 8 or whatever it is
More
THC,
pure.
and it's fucking more pure because
Right.
so then it takes the
Broken
stuff
down
out of
more.
it. It takes
Yeah.
the butane out of it, but then it also like doubles the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then you do it again, you get the Delta 9, which is like your clear distillate at like 97 or
Right.
99 or whatever percent. So that would make sense, yeah, because then you just distill it again and you're left
Stronger.
stronger, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Like what is it?
Thank you, James Collins, by the way.
Jameson whiskey, triple distilled,
Yeah.
usually,
Yeah.
or whatever it says right on the bottle.
I also want to shout out Purple Haze Nation, by the way,
Yeah,
too.
I was
They're up in
gonna
the
type that
comments.
there. Yeah.
Big gang. You already know what it is.
Big time.
Actually, me and James went out either last week or the week before, and we went and did a little thing for Pure Love Foundation. We're gonna try to put some footage together, maybe, and make a little thing. But
Yeah, that'd be dope.
yeah, no, it's cool because Liam won the giveaway, and he
That's right.
donated some money.
Yeah. It was a while in the making too, but
Mm-hmm.
you made that happen. Stuck by the word too. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, it was good. And then actually, I was at a fucking video shoot the other day too.
Yeah, that's right.
On Monday. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us much about it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably should have asked, but
I'd keep it hush hush for now, but
yeah,
like
I guess I did post some stuff online. But
yeah, I
either way,
saw some things. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that or whatever. So the slap was real?
the slap was real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking. I got. They were like beating me up and shit,
Yeah.
and like I was just like sitting in a chair type thing, and they were like beating me up.
Yeah.
And fucking, I don't know why though. Every time they would like swing, for some reason, like instead of just going like this, I would like go forward and then around.
Oh yeah.
So
you
it was like
leaned
I was
into
like
the
going into
punches,
there,
yeah.
and so the last couple before I got hit, I was like, oh man, you got to stop like going into it. Like you're really like going up to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then that one fucking, but it was like I'm pretty sure he was like slapping.
Yeah.
So whenever he hit me, it was just like
Fingertips.
like the fingertips came across my mouth, but I was wearing my grills on the
Oh,
top and the
yeah,
bottom too.
yeah.
So it was just that extra little bit of fucking like in the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the thing is whenever you watch the video, like it sounds like
Yeah, it
it's
looks
a slap,
it
like
does, yeah, it looks
and
real.
and I was like, cool, yeah, fucking like, because with the video and then what we were saying, like, oh, it's real, it worked. But at the same time, it was just like he caught me with his fucking hand.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even bad, but it was enough that I was like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Am I
"What?"
bleeding?
But he's like, I guess Bully. Everyone knows it was Bully. You saw the video. But no, Bully's like, oh, he's like, did I miss it? Did I miss it? He's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
That's it too, like spend 5 takes trying to get a fake reaction to a slap, or just take one take and
Do it for real.
take a slap.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys see that tortilla challenge that's been going around?
Oh yeah.
I was even thinking of doing that on here, I was like, oh, I don't really want to get slapped in the face though, but
That's funny. No, and then
just
also
take
too,
it,
there's
you know
like
what I mean?
there was a couple scenes we did that were like pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
And the people across the street like came out of their place or whatever, and we're like asking. There's like people outside smoking and stuff, and like, oh, like whatever, and they're like, oh no, everything's fine. Yeah, just shooting a music video. They're like, oh, we were like gonna call the cops and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
That's hilarious. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Is there like any sort of known date yet?
I don't know. I think the song actually comes out on the 2nd of September.
Okay.
I think, or unless that's the video. But I just saw something about it today.
That'd be pretty.
2nd.
I don't know how long it takes to do a dope video, editing.
He said it
whatever.
would take
could
a week.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, these people work crazy.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Visa.
It could be done in a night, but like if
Visa
you want to
pretty
do a
good.
good job, yeah, of course.
Where is it? I don't know. No, I don't see it. But no, I thought I saw something about September 2nd.
I think I did too. I saw a post.
Oh wait, I know what it was. It was
somewhere
a
September,
note.
but-
It was a note. September 2nd, all platforms. Okay, so that's the song then, yeah. KG's, I remember. September 2nd.
Well, shit. When it drops, we should try and get them on for that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be trying to. Well, I think, yeah. Yeah, I think Bully's trying to come through for sure. I was
Yeah.
I was gonna get him tonight, but I ran it by him the other day, and then we didn't really talk about it. And then I
Yeah.
forgot to mention it to him today or last night.
It served more of a purpose than instead of having them on twice in 3 weeks or something per se. Not that it matters to me. I don't care who we have on it.
Oh no, but I just meant for tonight, like to fill the thing.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want it on, right? Like, but anyways.
But then to talk about that
fill the empty
video
chairs.
and then it drop and then
Well, but at the same time, like we got to promote it, right?
yeah,
Before and
you're
after,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I dropped the ball. I never brought it up again. He seemed like he wanted to.
Oh,
But,
yeah?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But shut up, Bully.
Always.
I went to the V2V basketball thing.
Oh yeah.
Legs, man. You know what's weird? I just fucking clued in. I had a dream. Either last night or the night before.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's more of a nightmare.
No, we're not gonna talk about
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna
No,
say,
no.
was
So
gonna say,
so we
shit, I
went to
forgot to
this
get that.
fucking thing. We went to this basketball thing, and then like I never saw the two guys that invited us. Like, so remember when we had
Oh,
Calyx
yeah.
on? We were saying we went to this party. These two guys came up to us, and were talking to us about this basketball thing. Well, I didn't see them there, and I was like, shit. So then later I saw a post, and one of the guys posted it, and I was like, shit, he was over there.
Right.
And I was like, oh man. So then I had a dream either last night or the night before. And I was at the basketball thing again,
No
and
way.
it just clicked in my head because I was just talking about it. But
yeah.
I was at the basketball thing again, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I go over there and talk to him, like, 'cause he's sitting in that
Yeah,
corner,
yeah.
you know, like he's right over there, yeah." And I still didn't say.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Trying to relive it all.
But yeah,
Well,
no, I
say
went to that.
fuck-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I was just saying I went to that with my brother or whatever. And we went there, and there's like, we watched a couple games,
Yeah.
but and I think like I'm not sure. I think we might have left like right near the end of like the finals, like the
finals,
final
yeah.
game, you know. But we weren't sure, and I was like, whatever, and we just left. But
Was it some good basketball though?
it's pretty good, yeah.
2-on-2 it was?
No, it said V2V, so that's what I thought too was 2v2,
5 versus
but it was
5.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, but
To
either way, it
5,
was
yeah.
5 versus 5.
Right.
And
Full teams, yeah.
and no, it's pretty good. I mean, the first game we watched, the one team was like, they came back enough, like they closed the gap, but they were like
Got
not doing the
dominated.
greatest.
Yeah. Well, so but was it like timed games?
Love
or?
Gang, James Collins head now, so
Oh shit,
I'll
yeah.
hit you up.
Peace out, James.
Yeah, it was timed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
okay.
think it was like fucking might have been 10 minutes.
Just a 10-minute
No, like 10-minute quarters. Or maybe it's 10-minute halves
halves.
or
Yeah.
something.
It's it's usually like four quarters, but it can also be played in halves.
Well, yeah, but I just mean because, yeah, like we, no. Because I remember, yeah, no, fuck, I can't remember. But just because the games were, it seemed like they went pretty quick if it was 4 quarters.
Yeah, right.
But, and I'm pretty sure it did say 10 whenever the time would start over.
Right.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
But the 4 quarters too, between 1 and 2, I think they just switch ends. Like they'll like it's just like a stop and play.
Yeah, well, they
And-
switched ends
and
and
switch
shit, but I
ends.
just mean like I don't remember them switching ends like 4 times in a game or
Actually,
3
they-
times in a game.
Yeah,
And,
they switch
like,
ends at half.
So yeah, and then the other thing is, like I said, it seemed like if it was like 4 10s,
Yeah.
it was just fucking seemed like a short game.
Yeah, 4 10s is pretty long. I think regulation is like 12-minute quarters.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But I just mean if I sat there and watched the game for 40 minutes and didn't realize it was 40 minutes, then like I'm shocked. But
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
just think
yeah,
it was
right.
just like I don't know, whatever. Either way, I don't know. But no, there's a few guys pretty good. Like there was even like some guys just like practicing. There was like another fucking court and they were just
Court,
practicing
yeah.
shit and like fucking dunking and like doing alley-oops and shit.
Oh yeah, shit, that's dope. Fuck, I remember a guy dunked one and only
Oh, God.
in high school, and it was like the biggest thing, home game. You know, we let out of class to like watch some of these games, and then either you skipped or you went and watched. Right? I remember going to watch one, and no one dunks like in
Right.
where we're from, you know. And this guy dunked, man, and it was like the biggest thing. You know, the whole fucking place just went nuts. Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah, I remember Skylar O'Brien.
he was good,
really good.
man.
He was. It's funny because he was the point guard in basketball and he was the
a-
quarterback in football.
He's a big guy, eh?
No, he wasn't that big.
No?
No, man. No.
Fuck. Maybe I was just a small
Um,
guy. I always thought he was a big. Like
But
a big
he.
lad.
But it's just weird because the quarterback and the what was the
They
other one I
run
said?
the offense
No,
and
yeah,
he's the
but
point
what's
guard?
the point guard? Yeah, they like fucking they control like what goes
The
on the
offense,
field
yeah.
and shit, right? And so it's funny because he played both of them, but he was
Yeah.
really good with his hands with the ball. And like I saw him one time. Do you remember the game NBA Street 2 or something like
Volume
that?
2, yeah.
So that one, well, I guess they were both the same, I guess. But you would like, it was like more animated and shit. So you could do like
Crazy.
all these crazy tricks, and then you have like you get like a special, so you like power up, and then
Yeah.
you do like your special trick, and it would be like these crazy things where you like fucking bounce the ball off buddy's face, and then
Yeah.
like you throw it
Yeah.
fucking like off the rafters, then you like jump up and like alley oop yourself and shit.
Yeah.
And like so it was all like that, and man, this fucking guy, man, I swear, we were at a tournament in they were at a tournament in Iron Prayer. I just was there. I'm just clarifying, I wasn't there
For this
playing
video
basketball.
game?
No. They were playing basketball. Like this guy played basketball,
Yeah.
and fucking there was a there's a black guy that played on Iron Prayer.
Right.
Jay, I think his name was Juice. They called him.
Okay.
And but anyways, he was really good, and also the only like black person around, and so anyways, it was him and Skylar, like they were like
Squared
each other's
off.
man or whatever, you know, and so like, and they were both very good, right? So it's like one thing to be like, oh yeah, like Skylar's really good, he's just gonna go in and do this and that, and the other thing, well, this guy's also really good, and he's, you know,
He's doing
so we're
his
watching
thing,
it, and like it was just a constant struggle back and forth the whole game. Like these guys so good, you know.
That's sick,
And then fucking there was one point, man, and like I swear, like he didn't mean to do it, it just happened, but he stopped or like tried to turn like so quick, but he like fell back and he like put his arm back like this, but like still like bounced the ball and shit, and like got up and fucking like broke his ankles and like fucked off, you know. And I was just like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck just happened, man? Everyone's like, oh, like fucking, you know, like the whole place, everyone's just like got up and ran in the fucking court type thing, you know, like not really, but it was that kind of excitement, you know. And I was like, oh shit, crazy.
And that's what makes sports special, is when the people that are playing are special in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than that, it's like it can be pretty boring, but if there's like meaning behind it, oh my god, it can be so exciting for sure.
But yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Basketball.
But yeah, fucking rest in peace, I suppose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rest in peace, Skylar O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking beauty.
Yeah, I think he either was grade 11 or 12 when I hit grade 9. He was one of the...
He would have been a year younger than me, though.
So maybe...
Or 2 years younger than me,
so maybe even out of
but
high school?
Yeah, maybe.
Or 5th year even, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, because he... Yeah,
I remember him being in RCI, but yeah, it was like when I got into going to the parties and seeing everybody, he was like, his grade was gone, you know. They weren't at any of the parties or anything.
Just good, my scusi. Shit, man. That's good. What do I see here?
Respecting hip hop's in the chat now.
Everyone gets a trophy because we're special.
Hey,
Fucking right, man.
we all winners.
Yeah, we should have a contest that everybody wins, and then we just get a bunch of little trophies
I like
made
that.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200th episode or what?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, enter your freestyles. Enter the dragon.
Yeah. Show up to the spot, get a trophy.
I also was looking at the freestyle from last weekend, and I like he was the first person to stand up and rap on the show.
That's true, I think. Yeah.
Too much energy had to stand out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, lots of energy, that guy. Eh?
Yeah. Well, he wanted to dance, you know.
Yeah. How's your beer over there?
Me, I'm all out, but I'm good actually.
You sure?
Yeah.
We got some fucking tequila smashes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. These
Are
things
they
are actually
tasty?
pretty tasty.
They're pretty good. And then we got these ones too. Field strawberry vodka soda.
Those are good. Yeah, I had one of those.
What's the difference between a field strawberry and a regular strawberry?
I don't know, man. I assume they're all fucking from a field.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or I
It's
guess
probably
some
just
could
like
be
that's
from a
just like
factory, I don't
it
know.
is a regular strawberry, but it's like
it's the new way to say wild strawberry.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like field
Yeah,
strawberry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
wasn't
the way
grown
to
in a
get
lab.
people to grab the can.
Yeah, this here is field corn.
Yeah.
It's that real grade A field
Yeah.
corn. It's not like your regular field corn. Shit. Or maybe it's like they're grown in a field, whereas like normally you just see like bushes that line the field,
Yeah, right.
you know? So maybe they're like, maybe it's worse. It's like these are like some Monsanto's fucking grapes or strawberries.
Yeah, like GMO, like
Yeah.
created. Yeah, man. Sometimes, you know, Danielle will come home with like just fruit that's like massive, man. And I'm so turned off by it.
Ever
I'm
see
like,
an
that's
orange
not.
inside an orange?
Yes.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
actually. But yeah,
Fuck.
like
But I think that's actually normal.
right, because of where the seed ended up or something. Like I guess. I
Well,
don't
also
know.
those little things. You know, whenever you break, it's like the pulp or whatever. When you break an orange or like a lemon or something, there's like those little
Stringy.
like when you bite through them, they like pop. You know,
Yeah,
Like, all
yeah.
those little pieces and shit.
Casing, yeah.
They apparently they grow seeds, but then they like grow into oranges as well.
Right.
I don't know. I remember hearing that somewhere like recently, but I believe it was like a reliable thing as well. And I don't have like all of the information to provide for it. But I do believe that they showed it might even been like some cooking thing or something, and they were just giving random advice or random facts or whatever.
Right.
But they were explaining that shit. GMO strawberries,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, like huge. You know what I mean? Like 4 bite strawberry. It's like no,
Yeah.
no, I'm good on that.
Yo, whenever I went out west, man, they had fucking like I guess there was like a fruit stand not far away
Yeah.
from where like at the like where I was staying and stuff.
Yeah.
And so these people would go and get like fruit all the time,
Okay.
and they have like fucking strawberries and all this shit. And I actually still have the picture, man. I was always like, no, I'm good. So one day I think we were like leaving or something. Well, we were definitely leaving because I took the picture on the way to the car, but. I took a strawberry and I was like, yeah, and I'm like, grabbing all my shit, putting on my shoes, but I'm just like holding this strawberry, and it was pretty big, like it was maybe like a 2-biter, but
Yeah.
it's pretty big. And I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. And then I was like, fuck, I'm like, just eat the fucking strawberry, man. So I'm walking out the door, I close the door, I lock it, whatever, and I'm like, take a big bite of it, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, man? All the inside of it was red as fuck, like redder than the outside type thing, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck, man? But like. When you go to the store and get some blue or some strawberries and you like bite it, they're usually white inside.
White ring.
Like even sometimes they're like when they get like real big or something, you'll see like they're kind of white on the outside and shit too.
Yeah.
They're not fully ripened.
Right.
Yeah, and like, but these, man, so fucking red. So I like took a picture. I stopped in the middle of the road. Everyone's like, "Hey, like, fuck, come on!" I'm like, "Wait." Click, and I took the picture, and like, man, it's so. Sometimes even too, I'll scroll past me. What the fuck is that? I look, I'm like, oh, that's a strawberry. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Just abnormal strawberry, man. Yeah.
But I did get them from McGravy's once, and like just not long ago, early this summer, and they were very similar.
Yeah. Well, that's for Danielle. I don't know if it was McGregor's, but I think it was. To be honest, are they in Empire as well?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
They'd be like the ones that we would see, like the stands we
at
see
like
around.
Canadian Tire and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did, and yeah, there were some big ones in there, but I was like, I don't know, it's not normal to me, It's like I still eat them sometimes, but I'm like way more into the small ones. I'll just like mow those down. But shit,
It's different too.
I was
Those
gonna
ones.
say something just a second ago. Damn. Anyway.
Usually the GMOs like I don't know all the time, I guess, but like usually they're just removing certain genes that stop it from like being eaten by a certain bug or like.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but even too though, like, well, they're trying to make them grow bigger and better and juicier and
more
whatever,
for
right?
more
But-
for your.
But like,
I don't know.
I remember my cousins were talking about this one day, and like, I felt like I wasn't smart enough for the conversation, but I still wanted to put my piece in.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how like they consider like selective breeding like GMO.
What?
Selective breeding of
Like
people or like dogs or
plants and
Plants,
stuff, like
right.
plants. Like, well, because we're talking about GMO plants, right?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
So on that
So-
same topic, they're saying that they think that genetically or like whatever I said
Modified.
is no the like whatever, I forget how I said it, but the selectively bred.
Right.
They're saying that is the same as GMO. But what they're
Okay.
doing is so you say you grow 10 plants, and you have 2 that are like really, really big.
Yeah.
And then you have fucking one that's like really, really like colorful or whatever, right? And you have one that's like tastes really good. Like, okay, cool, let's make all these somehow, right?
Just like we.
So then you do this and you make them all, okay, yeah. Oh man, now we have this. It's
Yeah.
got the best color, the best flavor, and
Right.
it grows so many of them, right? they consider that GMO.
Okay.
But I don't, because you're like who's to say that randomly those two plants just didn't happen to fucking breed? You know what I mean? The same way as like in like with humans, right? It's like,
well, you're still
like,
you're still modifying the genetics, though, right? Like,
yeah, but who's to say that it didn't happen by accident, right? Or like, I mean, obviously you did it. You everyone knows you did it on purpose. But who's to say that that didn't just happen by accident?
and it might have.
You know, because
yeah.
it could happen by accident, right? Because it's like even like I said with like humans and shit, right? It's like just so happened that these two people got together and this is what they made.
That's
and
like
that
evolution.
person, like, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like, I guess they're saying just because they went, okay, you two, it's now like GMO,
Right.
because they're modifying it, but they're not actually going in and modifying it. They're like trying to get a certain outcome,
So,
right?
yeah,
So
right,
they
right.
say that it's like GMO, and I'm like, man, it's not fucking GMO.
Yeah,
I'm like, how's that GMO? Like, fuck. Because even too, like, you could say like, have you ever heard of a cabbit? It's like a cat and a rabbit mixed together.
Right.
I've never seen that.
No.
I've seen like the liger.
Yeah.
And
so I've
probably
never seen one, but whenever I was like young and shit,
That
like
can't
in
be
school.
real.
Oh, for sure. Look it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Definitely.
There was, whenever I was younger, man,
Cats and
seriously,
rabbits,
in school, they, like, my teachers would talk about it. Or teachers, I had a teacher, I guess, that talked about it.
Yeah.
But like, not only were they talking about it, but like people in class and shit were like, oh yeah, like, I know people with cabbits and shit, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
oh, there used to be a cabbit in my bush or whatever.
There's no way that, like this.
For sure, man. Because
I'm telling you, man.
Male cats fucking pretty much rate to have sex, and rabbits.
But it doesn't matter though. Like
It's called the Manx cat.
I wouldn't be surprised
A
if
Manx
my
cat.
cat's
Yeah.
fucking getting down with rabbits.
But they call it a
and
cabbit. Look, it's got no tail and shit.
Okay, well that's a cat.
Yeah,
looks mainly
but
like
they
a
but
cat.
look, I type in cabbit animal, Manx cat.
Okay, well I typed in cabbit animal and it says a cabbit is a fictional hybrid between a cat and a rabbit.
Fictional.
Yeah, not real.
This is
I
it.
know.
But either way, point is that no one made that happen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
So like,
Nature
it
did
just
that.
can happen, right?
Yeah.
Like, but they're saying like even say like the lager shit, like they're basically saying just because someone made it happen is like GMO.
Right.
But like to me, like if you're genetically modifying something, you're like changing its genes.
Yeah, taking the DNA and fucking changing something, and
Yeah.
yeah, I get where you're coming from.
So either way, they were talking about that. I was
Especially
like, man,
with
no,
words
it's not the same. But at the
genetically
same time,
modifying.
I only say that because GMO could mean a series of things. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's not always because whatever you said,
It's a
you said
vague-
something is considered GMO or something, and that's why I said that. But I'm just saying there's other, you know, it's like organic.
Yeah.
So like organic can mean so many different things.
Yeah.
So like it can mean
GMO-free,
that it's organic can be it's a carbon based product.
Right.
So it's organic.
Right.
But
Or like,
everything is carbon based.
Okay.
So
I mean, I think
It's
the
organ-
definitions get a little like
Well, they're
more technical than that.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
very,
but the thing is but like what I'm saying is there's like if you go and get like 4 different tomatoes that are all organic, they might be organic, called organic for different reasons. So
Right,
that's what I'm
okay.
saying with the GMO is that you could be like,
Right.
oh, that's people. My buddy used to be like, oh, fucking Fruit Loops are fucking GMO. I'm like, they're. I'm like, it's nothing. Like it's sugar
Yeah,
and
it's
fucking
sugar
like
and,
crushed up shit. Like it's
weeds.
like it doesn't matter anyways, man. You know, I'm like that doesn't matter. You know, but like I just mean in that sense, like oh, like it's GMO. It's like well, why are you calling it? Like why are they saying that it's GMO or like what's in it is GMO? Like or like you know. So it's like you just something you said anyways made me think that you were saying like that there's a whole
And it's like if
definition
people,
thing,
yeah,
right?
As
Like,
soon as you say GMO, people automatically think, "Oh my God, that's scary and it's bad for me."
Yeah, and
It's-
that's like kind of the general assumption of what it means, you know what I mean? And that's why it's such a vague term, because I'd say the majority of the population think it's like one way, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's, well, just how we're trying to say it, it's fucking modified to be bigger.
and that's it, right? It's not,
Not
gonna
as-
like
not
make you
as
grow
good
a,
as a
a third leg,
organic.
or like it's not
Yeah,
gonna like
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
give you cancer or anything.
So yeah, someone could be like, "Oh, I'm fucking, I don't eat that because it's GMO," and it's like, all this. The only reason they're calling it GMO is because they took that one and fucking bred them. Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna kill you,
Yeah.
or like, you know, like you say, yeah, you're not growing a third leg or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some of it could be questionable of what's
Yeah,
happening.
right.
You know, like playing God type thing, right? With the where you're actually like splicing genes and shit.
Right.
Like,
I think it's all more of a marketing thing,
Well, man, now that
and they try to get people to buy organic to pay more money. You know what
Wow,
I mean?
yeah, this-
I don't know, like,
I mean, that's a fact for sure.
because people get on it, right? People like get on these trends and the healthy trends to buy organic. They think they're buying fresh. If you want fresh vegetables like that, you should be getting it from the small stands. You know, like
Like the farmers markets and shit.
Mennonites
Yeah,
and farmer
yeah.
markets. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh man. Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Did you make a trip to that stand?
This story just got better.
Yeah.
And then better. So really,
Better
the
and better.
Mennonite stand is really just a small little tidbit of the
store.
end of the night.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
last night I went to the drive-in
Right. Yeah. You were
in
telling me about that.
in
Pembroke.
Pembroke. But just to show you how my mind works and to get the original story out is we were driving past the Mennonite stand where I got the pepperettes. I think we had them on here the one night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was talking about the ice cream and shit.
Yeah.
Soft serve ice
Like
cream.
like you whispered that like it was a bad
Yeah.
thing.
Well, we had to find, we couldn't figure it out. We had to get assistance.
And oh man, ooh, okay. So man, so anyways, we're driving, and actually I was with James Collins and my brother, and like Tyler, and we're driving. Sorry, I always hold on to this. We're driving, and he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "if they're open," he's like, "Can you stop in there?" I'm like, "Man," I'm like, "they seem to be closed at night and like certain days and stuff." So I'm like, "I don't know," but like, yeah, we'll pull up. We're driving up. He's like, "Man, it looks like the lights on." I'm like, "No way, yeah." And we go in like. It's open and shit. I'm like, no way,
Yeah.
fucking right, yeah. And so we took everything they had. No,
Yeah.
no, the fucking ice cream didn't work though. I imagine they just shut it off at night.
Yeah.
But I got some pepperettes
Yeah. Yeah.
and all this. But no, it's cool. They were open, and it was like the end of the night. We're driving home. It's like late and stuff. Whatever. We're like,
They have a
whatever.
light in
I
it
was
or
like,
anything?
oh,
or is
cool. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
a little like, kind of, yeah. And but I was like, cool. Yeah, you
It's
know.
just a
like-
dude on a bike in the back, like,
Yeah.
like keeping that shit on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a
your-
small
your
little
turn
spot,
tonight.
man. Like,
But
you walk in, it's a T, like a small T. You walk straight in the middle, and then there's like two little corners. That's it.
yeah, but they have everything.
Everything.
But
yeah.
no, so yeah. Anyway, so we went there at the end of the night. But we went to. So me and my brother went to. Went for a little drive, and we went to go Ernstow,
Yeah.
and they have the Neat Cafe, which they have
Yeah.
like all kinds of shows and stuff there. Like lots
Yeah,
of
yeah.
famous people play, and it's like very intimate. So you usually get to meet them and stuff.
Hmm.
Biff Naked was there once. But anyways, we went there and got some pizza. They have butter chicken pizza.
Butter
That's-
chicken pizza.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
What?
So we got that, and while we were there, my brother found this little like, it's like a, like a newspaper type thing, but it was like, it was called Hum, and it was for like art and music and this
Oh,
and that
yeah.
and whatever, right? So he takes it, and he's like, I'm gonna read this later. And so we're going out to James's to pick up my other car because my brother left it there the night before. So we're going out there, and so while we're at James's, we're chilling out for a bit, you know. And he's like, hey man, he's like, my brother goes, there's this thing on where they're like showing movies in the park or whatever in Almont. I'm like, cool, yeah, like when's that? And he's like, oh, actually it's tonight. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, whatever, right? we should go to the drive-in. Because the last time I was in Pembroke, I drove by and I saw the sign. And I was like, oh, yeah, I always forget there's a drive-in here. So like, we should go to the drive-in. And they're like, yeah, cool, sweet, yeah. Then we were all kind of like, well, yes, maybe, like, James is like, I'm going to take a shower. And I was like, yeah, no, I have to go home and get weed and stuff, whatever. And I was like, well, you know, and like, the whole time I'm like getting ready, I'm thinking like, because it's only like, we have like basically an hour to like go home and get ready before we like have to leave, like last minute leaving, you know. But the whole time I'm like, man, I feel like I'm just going to call it off at the last second and like not go. And they were showing Jurassic World Dominion, or whatever, and A Day to Die, or whatever, or No Day to Die, or something. No Time to Die, yeah. And you get to watch both of them too, but
both are like fucking 2 hours.
Well, yeah, and like not only did Jurassic World start late, but it said that James Bond was gonna start at around 11:15. So I'm like, okay, if it starts at 11:15 but we're late, it's gonna start at 11:30 or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, it's gonna be like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. Like, I'm like, holy shit, man. So we only watched,
there's no hour and a half James Bond movie out there.
Yeah, really. So we only watched the one fucking movie or whatever, but no, it's cool. You just like pull in and like, I guess they kind of trust you to just go in and pay, but we get to drive right in. Like, there's a booth out front, but it says go pay at the snack stand. So we pull in and like, you go in and pay.
Yeah, right.
And you get your fucking shit. But it was like, I was like, man, I feel like we're in a movie. My brother's like, man, he's like, literally, man, he's like, feels like we're in like fucking Dazed and Confused or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He's like, yeah, totally, man.
Living in the 70s, you know.
But no, it was cool, man. Fucking took a little bit of mushrooms. And just sat there. We were in the back, just sitting there smoking weed and shit.
Yeah,
like,
nice.
It was good though.
You ever been to a drive-in?
I haven't.
No?
Never have.
Driving up to Pembroke would be almost... I think there's one in Gatineau, actually.
Yeah.
Might even be in Canada now, too. Just off the highway there, they got shit going on there now ever since COVID. There's
I was going to say, they made a big
shit.
comeback once COVID hit,
Yeah.
right?
Turn on your fucking radio and it comes in the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Like,
like-
it's so cool.
I went to one in Kingston, and ironically enough, the movie we saw was the first Jurassic World. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just smoked all night.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It's a cool experience, man. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to do it more, but we ended up moving back here.
Yeah. Fuck, it's crazy too. Like, that was like the thing back in the day, right? Like,
Yeah,
Like
for
way back in
sure.
the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And like King Burger used to be like a roller. They used to like come and serve you on rollerblades.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like the old days.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Wasn't that like A&W too? Did they not do that? Kind of
Back then, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
And both
Maybe.
those places
I know
in-
Sonic does it still.
Yeah,
I
Sonic does
believe.
it still.
I believe.
No way. Yeah, shit like that's just cool, man. Like, I don't know. I like the old days a little bit.
Yeah. Damn straight.
Yeah.
Shit. What were we talking about? Oh, the drive-in.
The drive-in, yeah.
There used to be one in Redford, actually.
Yeah, where?
There was one out by the old mall.
Yeah, for sure. That would be the
Yeah.
best spot for it.
And, like, if you're going out towards Codyville,
Yeah.
just between, like, where, like, Blatson's used to be, and then the Codyville turnoff.
Okay.
It's like that whole field that's been,
Yeah.
like, for sale forever. Apparently it used to be right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why that hasn't sold.
It's, like, Marsh, I think.
Yeah, it is all. Like,
But I also think I
appreciated
heard
and-
someone say that they bought it, or they know someone who bought it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Like, very recently.
Okay,
yeah.
I hope so. I was gonna say.
But
Fucking build shit, man.
but yeah, no, there used to be one in Redford. There used to actually be a ski hill in Redford, at the Pinnacle.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But it was just like a fucking like.
Just a one shot.
Hill. Yeah, there's like a fucking rope toe thing.
Yeah, I heard people used to
Yeah.
climb it as well, like
Oh,
the
yeah?
face. Yeah. Shit like.
But yeah, like my brother saw. I think he saw. I'd have to fact check this, but I think he saw the very first Jurassic Park in a drive-in. Like,
No way.
when it was out,
The
like when it
yeah.
came out, type thing.
That would have been cool. If I...
Yeah, yeah. But no, I was never. I don't think I was ever at a drive-in until last night, unless
Only
unless
been
like
once.
unless I went as like a baby.
Yeah, and
You know what I
have a
mean? And
memory,
like
but
I don't
yeah.
remember, but like. But yeah, no, it's cool. Like we were even saying too, like there's people out with like chairs and stuff,
Yeah.
and whatever. And we were like, man, like, yeah, fucking, we should just cram a whole bunch of people into a car because it's $20 for a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what we should do is fucking get like a 7-seater SUV, fill it with people, and like snacks or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Go there and beer. But go
Yeah.
there with that and then have some other people in a truck, and in the bed of the truck have like couches or some shit.
Yeah.
And then just roll up
Back
and like
up to
sit
it.
between the two vehicles with the fucking like
Yeah.
radio on and shit. Like, fucking right,
Yeah,
man.
man. People do it too, like set up chairs.
Oh yeah, there was people
you
out with
never
their, they
think-
parked their truck backwards, and they had like little like shit in
Yeah.
the back, like with their girlfriend and stuff.
Yeah.
While we were sitting there at the end of the movie, or near the end of the movie, these people came in. I guess they were just gonna watch James Bond. They came in and parked their car backwards, and they flipped the fucking hatch up. They put the seat down and shit, and they like laid in the back of
Yeah,
the thing. I was
yeah.
like, oh, that's so
Getting
cool.
comfy.
Yeah.
Sick.
So yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually was. I might go on Monday too to go see Nope. It's like
No, I wanna
I
see
want
yeah.
to see that too.
yeah. But that was the late movie, so I don't know. The other one is it's called Dark Phone
Dark Phone.
or Black Phone or something.
Never heard of that.
Let me see. Make sure I have this Black Phone.
Never heard of it.
It's like this guy.
I've heard of it.
I've heard it.
Yeah, I've seen.
He's got, like,
Yeah,
the
I've seen. Yeah.
Face or whatever.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
I
Kind
saw-
of looks like a creepier version of like the Vendetta guy.
Yeah, guy.
Yeah, I think
Fucking
it's, like,
whatever. Yeah.
Almost cartel shit in a way.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's on at 8:15 and 10:15 is Nope.
They'll probably both be.
Oh, I'll
pretty
need an
good.
adult with me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, 14A.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to see Nope.
yeah, it looks good.
It does, but his movies are like
Weird.
they're like that. They're like super.
They usually make a statement, right?
Yeah,
They're like making
statement.
a
Like,
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
But it's just like anything. You can't believe you go look at reviews or comments and every.
Which one is he?
Who? Sorry.
The guy who made that movie.
He is in. Have you?
But
So
like,
Key and Peele,
but like
he's,
I know, but like yeah. So I always get Key and Peele mixed up.
So Jordan Peele would be.
He's like the shorter, like chubbier one.
Chubbier
Or he's got like
one.
a rounder face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peele.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Keegan Michael Keys.
Yeah.
So like I know.
I thought
Key
he was the
and Peele.
taller one.
Keegan Michael Keys is the taller one.
I thought so. Maybe I'm
Okay,
wrong.
yeah. Well, that's
Skinnier
what.
guy, right?
But I don't know. I just. I remember
know
them
for
in
a
like
fact-
Mad TV and shit.
Yeah.
But I never even knew their name. But then like, anytime I knew their name, maybe it was after they made that show or whatever.
Right.
But it was just that I always got them mixed up. I'm like, I know both of their names,
Yeah.
and I know that those are them. So whenever someone isolates them, okay, yeah. So whenever someone isolates
Yeah.
them, I'm like, which one is that?
Yeah. Is the other guy? Is he in Community?
No.
Which guy?
The guy that you guys are talking about?
Peel?
With
Or
no, the other
Key?
guy.
No, I don't think
He
so.
might have been in an episode
Like
or
they're
something.
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
maybe, yeah,
I'm
but-
thinking of a different guy then.
But no.
But yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I noticed this fucking YouTuber I follow. Just random thing I just thought of.
Oh shit, that
Well,
just reminded
I
me
was
of
looking at
something.
the time. But and then that's what made
Wow,
me think
eh?
of this.
Already.
But well, I'm just saying that's what made me think of this. But this guy, man, all of his fucking vlogs, and I'm talking like even like back to like years ago and shit. His vlogs are 11 minutes and 46 seconds.
Every
Every single
single
one.
All of them.
Yeah,
Like,
eh?
11:46, 11:46, 11:46, 11:46. No, since 25:05, but but still like 11:46,
It's a thing for him.
11:46.
Well, what do the numbers add up to and
This one's
shit?
10:06, but it's not his.
11:46.
That's 12, I believe. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
And if you add those together, you get
57.
What?
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking 11:46 or 11:46. Yeah.
Timesing it.
No,
Now
you're
I
adding
am,
11
yeah.
and
Oh, okay, I
46
was like,
together.
what?
I was already on to the next thing. Yeah. I don't know. No significant number to me.
Oh well. Fuck him. Maybe I'll ask him. You know what I mean? Well,
probably just like a template that he had like when he was editing or something. He was like, just like cut
Make
and
them
paste
that
it, like,
long,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like he'll
Yeah,
make a
yeah.
thing and then like just
Don't worry about fucking a precise like moment, just time instead. I don't.
But what were you saying? You said it reminded you of something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said YouTuber, and you're like, that reminds me of something.
Yeah, this Orlando Brown guy.
Yeah.
You guys see these videos? Orlando Brown. He
I have to
he was
see the-
in the Disney show That's So Raven, as like
that was after my time.
yeah. What you would have been a bit older than me, so yeah, it was around my time.
I remember a little bit.
But I guess he's a bit of a rapper, anyways, man. He's on No Jumper.
Oh, he was in Major Pain.
Yeah, yeah. But he's talking some crazy ass shit, man. Being like, they ask him about this, like,
There's a few mugshots of him, though.
yeah.
Where's the thing?
What
No
crazy
Jumper.
shit is he
Go,
talking about?
go to No Jumper. Oh, they ask him something about Soulja Boy, and then he's all like, Soulja Boy or Whitney Houston? And then they're like, Soulja Boy. He's just like, I ain't got no problem with Whitney Houston. Yeah, and then he's like, kind of like blabbles on about how like Soulja Boy is Whitney Houston a bit.
Okay.
And then he talks about fucking Diddy giving him the fucking mooey gooey ooshi ooh.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that's
That was him? Because even whenever you mentioned this earlier, I'm like, I remember making that comment, but I'm like, I don't really remember the thing. And then I
Right.
sort of looked and like I saw it and I was like, yeah, maybe something about that guy, like whatever. Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
did it. Like, yeah. And then as soon as you said that, I'm like, yo, I remember now that
Yeah.
fucking guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, all week I've been seeing like shit pop up about him and new
Really,
stuff, and he just seems off
Can't
his
find-
rocker.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Or maybe he's the most sane
He's
person
like-
in the world.
Maybe, yeah, he knows
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Listen to
What,
what he says.
The sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? We looking for some shit.
Who's
Trying to shake up the world, baby.
this is the guy.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to do some real shit out here. You know what I mean? I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry. I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, Diddy, you gave me the oosh-gosh goosemash. You gave me the oosh-gosh muaf. The shoo-smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the oosh-gosh muash. I love it, yo.
David
I love
says
it. You gave me the oosh-gosh muash.
Diddy gave him the oosh gosh muwash.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, you suck your dick? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying? Or
well, 'cause
like,
he's
what,
like-
what are you saying? Like,
Well,
he
he's
gave
like,
you the goosebumps? Like,
Well, and like even worse is like before that he's like he's saying some shit about like he's talking or whatever, and then he
Yeah.
stops. He's like, and he licks his lips and shit. He's like, something. He's like, yeah, I fucking lick my lips and I fucking whatever, blah blah blah. And it's like then he goes on about that, and it's like it just seems like really like I don't know.
he just like had this idea.
Like it almost looks like he's like I don't know, like he's like stretching his mouth, you know, like he's like.
He's probably
yeah.
on some
But
kind of
then
like
he's like.
drug or something.
Well, I guess I could show you the thing too, but it's
And-
just like because even too. Like, but the weird thing is, whenever I first saw it, I never got that. But just now, whenever I was watching, I was like, "Man, is he saying that like his mouth's all fucked up from Diddy fucking him in the face?"
Yeah, right.
Just to paraphrase a little.
I also saw this interview that apparently he signed a lifetime contract with Disney.
You know what I'm saying? We looking for
So they own his soul.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, this dude. Okay.
See how he's
You know what I'm
like.
saying? We trying to do some real shit out here. You know what I mean?
And watch
I got
how he
my
acts
Diddy mode.
here.
I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, Diddy, you gave me the oosh-gosh goosemash. You gave me the oosh-gosh muaf. The shoo-smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean?
But
He
just the
just-
way he's like, because he's like he's talking, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, I fucking something about licking his lips."
Like he
and-
switches an attitude. Like
Yeah, and he's
a-
like, it's like he's kind of like
persona.
apologizing for him like licking his lips and fucking whatever. He's no man, no man. And he's like, Diddy gave me the, and it's like you're referencing like the shit you're doing with your mouth and licking your lips and stuff, and then
Yeah.
you're like start talking about that. So it just seems like a weird thing. Like it's
yeah.
like I don't know.
I almost
it's like,
feel like it's like a Soulja Boy thing where he's like almost trying to create, you know what I mean? The just say shit
yeah, I
like
guess
that
like,
random ass shit.
I don't know, but he's also probably fucked up.
I think he's fucked up at the same time. Yeah,
He looks pretty fucked up.
definitely. I
In
think
that particular video.
I guess it's a thing. Like I've been just reading the captions and comments, and I guess it's substance abuse is a thing with this guy for sure. So I think it might have like a thing to do with this contract, like a lifetime thing with Disney or whatever. He's probably
And
just-
child stardom will fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
Bless you.
That was me.
shit. Well,
Alright.
shit, man. Next week should be a pretty special one, eh?
Maybe.
Always.
Shit.
We're in that fucking
Wait, let me see.
what
Though.
8-episode countdown now.
Let me see. I gotta see. Oh, next weekend's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, next one's gonna be a good one. Fucking lost me, man. That sneeze fucking took it away from me. Or whatever.
Yeah.
took it
Except
off
for
me.
game.
What were we? You were talking about?
The rapper dude.
Yeah, just that Orlando Brown guy, really.
Oh no, yeah, no, sorry. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that I was going to ask you guys what you're doing this weekend.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, probably a little family time tomorrow, and then I'm hoping we can go see some races Sunday.
Yeah, race
That's pretty
game.
much my idea this
Race
weekend.
game. What's
Calabogie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, come check it out if you're bored Sunday. And it's actually like race day too. So
Yeah.
Okay.
And we went
Always
last
Sunday.
year. We went last year on like I was gonna say the same
Saturday.
day. It wasn't the same day, but it was the same race weekend.
Yeah.
And there was like some pretty cool shit.
Yeah,
It was,
like open wheel race
Oh,
cars
yeah,
to
man.
like, you know,
Yo.
Hyundai Elantras that are like tuned up
Right.
He said
and shit like that to like
Have you ever seen these before?
Mustangs and stuff too.
Formula 600, 1600.
No, oh yeah.
So it's like that, but it's a 1.6 liter, like 16 cc or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
or 1600 cc.
Okay.
And like, so he said they're gonna be there, but he's like, man, he's like, they're fun to watch because he's like, they're like almost constantly on the edge of fucking crashing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like he's like they're coming around the
Pushing,
corner, but
yeah.
they're like wobbling and shit, and they're
Right.
like the fucking just the way the cars are. I guess they're just like.
so
like-
flat that the tires.
And he's like, man, you see them coming in the corner, like, oh, shit, he's coming
Yeah.
over here, like, oh, and they get through the corner, but he's
Yeah.
like, but they're thinking the same thing. They're like, oh, and they get through.
That's awesome. It's like
Um,
go-karts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
exactly.
a lot more
Right.
dangerous.
So much more grip than you'd think.
Yeah, but no, he's like, but he's saying though, even too, like, he's like, just the way they ride and shit. I
Yeah.
guess they're just like a fucking. They're like maybe an old style or something.
It
but he's like,
absolutely
they fucking.
looks like 90s.
He said they
in
rattle
90s
through the fucking
Formula
corners and they're fucking like skipping
Yeah,
around
eh?
and shit. But no, but yeah, no, if you're bored on Sunday, come check it out. But
Let's see what's going on.
What are you
It's supposed
doing?
to rain.
oh, is it?
Sunday? Yeah, I thought Monday, but
Oh.
I
you
haven't
got any
checked
other
in
plans,
in
though?
a few days.
Not much.
Nothing
It's supposed to
going
be hot as balls too tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
No way.
like
Yeah.
40 degrees.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
That's
so-
like adding the
I
humidity.
think
Swimming
same
weather.
as B show,
Yeah.
probably just like family. Yeah, we usually go to like the splash pad around the corner.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. We just go down to the beach, and our backyard's pretty shaded, so it's
Nice.
actually kind of nice.
Yeah,
We
mine
can
is
be
not.
outside in that heat. If it's humid, it's different, but in the heat,
Right.
there's
Yeah,
always
shade is good.
shade. Yeah, it's nice. Love
But yeah.
it.
Other than that, not much going on.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I don't. Not much. I go play some poker. I might go play some poker tonight.
Nice.
Oh yeah, what like
What's
cash
that?
game?
Yeah, cash game in Calabogie.
Cowboy.
Right on.
Calabogie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before. My buddy texted me before we started. He's like, "Hey, poker game.
Oh, yeah?
If you want." He's like, I was like about to be like, "Oh, podcast, whatever." He's like, "Oh, I know you have the podcast, but we're not starting until 9. Like, people should be here like later and shit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Cool, yeah." So I was driving home and fucking. I guess it would have been one of the nights that we went separately because
Yeah, well, we
I
have
was-
the last couple weekends,
Okay.
or I think we did.
So, but I'm
Yeah.
driving home and I'm fucking like, oh yeah, it would have been last weekend because I was up early last Friday and
Right.
fucking came into the city and did a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of shit.
Last Friday.
And
yeah.
so yeah, I was driving home and I'm like, yeah, cool. You get past Empire, you take Calabogie Road, and you just shoot straight to Calabogie,
Yeah.
and like coming like between Empire and Calabogie Road, which is like not very long, I'm just like,
Yeah, nod.
and I'm like, oh man, like fuck. Okay, once I get on the Cal Boogie Road, I'm like, I'll hop out, run around the car, and like fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, I'm pulling up to like turn at Cal Boogie Road. But like the thing is like I like wake up and like look up, kind of thing. You know, I should say wake up. It's not that I was sleeping, but I, you know, like just that drowsy eye, like oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no one is around or anything, but I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, you better pull. So I go and I pull over and get out of the car. I'm kind of stretching and walking around and stuff. I'm like, yeah, cool. Get back in the car and like. It's not that I was like still like nodding or anything, but it's just for the next like 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm not going, man. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I've been up all day. I'm like, if I'm not tired, by the time I get there, I'm not gonna sit there and do that with them. Like, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, like, oh, you're no fun. Like, yeah, like, fuck. I'm like, I'm tired, man. I got up at fucking whatever.
That's fair.
And we went and did a bunch of shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
But any motherfucking way.
Yes, sir.
You guys have anything important you want to say?
I don't think so. No.
Okay,
I don't got anything special right now.
that's it then.
Yeah.
Baby number 2, John C.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Shit. Just joking.
Don't curse me with that just now.
Well, go check out Tamal Garnier, Clear as Day.
Yeah.
New video out now. Check it out on YouTube, or just listen to the song on Spotify and all your streaming apps if you'd like. But that's my recommendation of the fucking week or month.
Fire chat.
But yeah. Any motherfucking way. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos, this is the 4G Audio Podcast. Peace out. Episode 191 done.
Hey, catch y'all in the
Ouch,
next
yeah.
one. Fucking right. Man, that went so